Alright guys, what's going on? Alright, so we're going to do things a little bit differently today. For one, I'm outside, as you can clearly see. This is the outside world, yes. And I'm going to do a new segment today called What Do You Do When You Lock Yourself Out of Your Dorm Room? Well, this is a personal topic, since the reason I'm outside right now is because, yes, you guessed it, I've locked myself out of my room. Alright, and I'm going to give you a little advice on what to do if you ever lock yourself out of your room. Apartment, dorm, house, car, maybe not car. Now I'll just do house and apartment and dorm. Anyway, so step one, don't panic. Panicking is bad, and it leads to very bad things. Step two, find somebody, maybe a resident assistant or maybe a roommate. Find somebody to help you with your problem. Say, find an extra key or spare lock, or someone who knows where you can get a spare key. Number three, sorry. Find something to do to preoccupy your time, because thinking about it and dwelling on the subject makes everything just worse. So, go to a friend's, go out to eat. If it's late, go drinking. Don't drink too much, because you want to be able to, find help later, and you don't want to get sick. Getting sick and not having somewhere to go is a very bad thing. Yeah, just take your mind off it. That's the best thing to do. Number three is, if you have a phone on you, like you had your phone, make sure you use it very briefly so you don't waste the battery, unlike what I'm doing right now, which is going against my own better judgment, but I want to give you this video at the expense of killing my battery life, in order to help you understand a little bit better about what you should do. So yeah, don't kill your battery life, because you're going to need it to maybe call someone later or get a hold of somebody. Next, if you have your wallet, you want to go get some food. If you're out for a very long period of time, you really want to get some food and relax, take a deep breath, calm down. If your building is locked tight enough that you can't get back in, then your stuff is safe. So you don't have to worry about anything being stolen or, not getting back in for any reason, unless you have something cooking or you have something that is volatile. Then you have a little bit of worry, and you should probably alert someone to that as soon as possible and make sure they know it's urgent, because you do not want to be leaving highly volatile stuff alone. Next, I think we'll talk about what to do money-wise. If you have your wallet and you have and you're able to access money from an ATM or access your car or go somewhere, you want that sparingly, because when you're stuck out, you're panicking a little bit, you're a little worried about stuff maybe, and you're not thinking about, oh, if I do this, I'm gonna have a problem later. You're thinking about the current problem, which is being locked out, and you want to focus on not doing something stupid like spending a lot of money on stuff, because even though you're trying to take your mind off it, like I told you in step 3, you don't want to spend too much, because then you're just going to have another problem later and it's going to be a whole nother issue. And last but not least, check back periodically. Make sure that if you live in a dorm or an apartment building and you know someone, a landlord or a resident assistant, who has a spare key or has a tool to open the door, make sure that you come back frequently to try to find them. If they're not there when you first look, come back later and maybe about 2.5 hours, and talk to them then. Also, if you have a friend who lives in the building and you're waiting for that person, and you can get a hold of that person, you want to make sure that you do get a hold of them and let them know the problem, and if you're not at the building, they can go and see if the landlord, the resident assistant or whatever is there, and it can alert you that they're there, so you know when to come back, and you don't have to worry about checking every 2 hours and maybe missing them. So yeah, that's basically it. First of all, I want to point out that every time I seem to lost thought, it's because I keep hearing weird ass noises up in the woods over here. Yeah, and I'm not sure what that is, and I keep getting distracted trying to figure it out. It could just be leaves hitting something, but it sounds like footsteps. It really does. And I don't see anything, which kind of creeps me out a little bit. Yes, I'm kind of superstitious, but ghosts and stuff, they exist. They do. I mean, really, they do. So yeah, that's about it. I will post this as soon as I can get back into my room and I'm able to actually upload this. So once you guys are seeing this, you'll know that I'm back in my room safe and sound and everything is good and life can continue. And now the sun is blinding me. Ah, good God. Okay, see you guys later. Bye.